I just had the most amazing experience. I just full on shit my just an infant out of the blue, seemingly. It's fascinating. Like, I don't know if causes and conditions are actually a thing. Uh, they seem to be, um, but it's a weird thing because it's just a series of thoughts. Causes and conditions are like a series of thoughts. Um, and there's like a cascade, almost like it seems like there was a cascade before and there's a cascade after. Um, went to uh, a very interesting, um, what's called erratic dance yesterday. And child, felt child, full child. And at moments, it was mostly a little bit like older child, but there were moments of very little child when I was on the floor. Um, and it had just been talked about recently, apparently, about how mom had like how the body, how there had been loving having a body from time I can remember, and loving using the body, and mom taking, this is apparent that this is what my mom says, that she took me out of gymnastics because I was having accidents. It's just a really, all this stuff is like happening at once. So in the experience of shitting oneself and then having to manage the mess, extraordinary compassion for my mom and all parents, all caregivers of kids who poop in diapers or pants or pull-ups or have accidents or whatever. Um, also, like the experience of there being only one or being everyone, or like just like everything else, it's like fractal. It can be experienced in every possible way, that there's no separation. So there have been moments where other people are me. There have been moments where I am other people. There are moments where there's no people. Um, moments where it's like that I can't put into words because there's not anything outside of what would be described. So anyway, so like had another flavor of that, of no separation or sameness or something. Um, and then um like coming back in contact with what, so first of all, I'll say I know I don't remember accurately childhood. So when I talk about childhood, it's like based on how it felt and best guesses. But also my mom is or was is yeah, is a liar, like big time liar. And one of the lies that she told at one point was that, like, oh, how heartbreaking it was for her because she would give me enemas all the time. and how heartbreaking it was for her that stool softeners hadn't been invented yet when I was a kid. So it was like, it was so traumatizing and painful for the body to be like the given drugs that would force a bowel movement without anything to soften the bowel movement. Um, so much damage, so much visceral nerve pain, um, crazy pain, um, which would feed the cycle of holding it in. And oh my God, it was just wild times. And just like stool softeners were like the actual substance was like invented in the 30s. They were massively on the market in the 50s, 60s. Even the more advanced ones are like over 60 years old. So um, it's just like a full on lie, full on lie, unexplainable. Like yeah, and might be her actual memory of it. It's not true, but it might be she might really feel it's accurate, or there might be something she's hiding um, from herself or from me. You know, of course, it was never addressed, like why all this situation was happening with any of my like sexual parts. Like all the pieces of the puzzle were there. Like I was sleeping all day at school. Like I could not stay awake. It was like a thing. Um, that all the pooping problems, later all the peeing, like my mom having to put me in a bathtub to pee because there was so much pain because the damage done to the body. And that particular one, she just blocked out completely. She just doesn't even remember it. Um, and that is remembered very vividly, the whole evening of the first time that happened, where she put me in a tub. So anyway, it's just amazing. So there can be like profound compassion for her, um, massive anger at just her fucking lying. Um, trying to what we do, like we don't want to be the bad guy. We don't want to be the bad guy. And then the pure disgusting comedy of having shit myself at 40, I'm almost 49 years old, like so much shit. And like the dance of like trying to like there's like wanting to share the details of it because it's so funny of like trying to clean it up, but I'll spare whoever might come across this. But like imagining that being a child, like I'm an adult, so I was like, even being careful, it still was like the mess was getting worse while it was trying to be cleaned up. Oh. And if you have a little kid who like can't stay still, or oh my gosh, it must have been horrible, horrible. And then thinking about my mom's, like she just has a natural, very, very high, very sensitive, like disgust response and like prudishness. Oh man, it must have been really hard for her to be a mom. Trying to sterilize and iron and wash everything constantly. And she's insane. She's insane with cleanliness and like to the point that people get uncomfortable. I don't think they tell her, but they get uncomfortable being in her house. It's not relaxed. God bless her. She's trying to like create a nice experience for everyone and just makes herself miserable and makes other people uncomfortable. Oh. And I know both sides of it. There's like right now there's the strong like sometimes not having any ground or landing or whatever is pleasant. Yesterday experienced in a new way with my friend. We were going back and forth describing sensation, and at a certain point it became like the body felt so untethered, like there was this mass of flesh that was just like free floating, not connect to anything. Like there was a desire to like have it like plugged in or tethered or something, or like more like a tree growing out of the ground. But it was just like it's not yeah, I don't know, it was wild. Right now it's more psychological. The no position, no uh, I don't know what's happening. I don't um yeah. And it seems to be slightly on the no thank you side. The no thank you tends to be more in this body, like the what can feel like the oppressive, like it's oppressive, like it's not, there's not consent in a way for it. Almost like when it's like when the seeming tightness or structure is expansive and going out, it's that's like experiences pleasure. But when the almost like when the not someone somewhere where it was like almost like entering the body or something, it's that is feels almost more invasive or something. Like there's more of a protective response or a yeah. Like right now, even like the taste in the mouth, I had coffee and it's like not wanted. The lips feel a little chapped. Like it's like what's standing out is like eh, the cloudy sky. Yeah, and like the um it feels like thoughts are housed here and it's like there's a desire to like lift it, lift it off or something. And there's like disappearing as talking is happening. There's disappearing of something. Wanting to run away because it can't track, look good, or um, I don't know if it's look good, but like to even know how it appears or what it's saying or what it just said, like the inability to track that. Um, like somehow it wants to be able to so it can know, and like somehow that's safety or comfort, and the inability to do that or for that to happen or something. It's not happening, but there is tracking of not tracking somehow. What is that? Where is that? What is that? The discomfort itself. Spider plants are like feel spectacular right now. Oh, I love them so much. They're so wild and spiky. Ah, awesome. Mm. Sometimes the unknowability of everything is so soft and kind and sublime. And right now it's like edgy, dangerous feeling. It's yeah, like annihilating. Mm. It's like everything is staring me in the face, like, you don't know what I am. You don't know what this is. And it's like the closest. Is there closer and farther? There's what's been learned as closer. It's like very even very close. That's the case. In like this seeming volition or seeming intention or seeming preference or seeming mm, I don't even know what it is. That subtle, like almost forming of a sentence structure in experience where there's I am the like or that is like in that stretching, in that becoming, whatever that is, even that's like screaming at you don't know what I am. You don't know what this is. It's also so simple. Like there's nothing happening. It's fine.